Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Duggar Family latest news update. Jana Duggar ended 2025 by welcoming a new member to the family. The former 19 kids and Counting On star and husband Stephen Wisman announced the arrival of their first child together in a Jan 23 Instagram post. In the snaps they shared, the new parents are seen sitting on a bed while they hold their son, who is swaddled in an olive blanket. Duggar, 36, and Wisman, 32, revealed in the caption that their baby boy, named Archie Gerald Wisman, was born December 30th, 2025. They wrote, "We took some time to settle into our new rhythm before sharing this sweet news. Archie Gerald Wisman arrived on December 30th, 2025, and our hearts have been completely changed." They added that they are soaking in these early days full of love, wonder, and so much gratitude. In the family photos, the eldest Duggar family daughter wears a white dress with a beige sweater as she snuggles up to her newborn and lovingly looks at him. The new dad, in tan pants and a cream pullover, is all smiles. The last picture in the post shows the parents kissing little Archie's head. Duggar's younger sisters gushed about their new nephew and congratulated the family in the comments. Jill Duggar Dillard commented on the announcement, He's so cute! Can't wait to meet him! Congratulations, y'all!" Jessa Duggar Seawald added, "He's perfect!" Jinger Duggar Voulot also wrote, We love Archie so much already and can't wait to meet him." Jana Duggar and Wisman got married in August 2024. Jana Duggar previously opened up about finding love later in life and how her special day was a dream come true. "I think it is one of those things that all girls envision someday. For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming. But now it's starting to sink in. Reality is starting to set in, and I'm like, wow, this truly is something that I've dreamed of. And just to see it coming about is incredible and kind of hard to believe. It's a dream come true." 1 year after their wedding, they announced they were expecting their first child together. "We are so excited. January 2026 is going to come with a little bundle of joy joining our family. We're counting down the days and eagerly looking forward to this thrilling new chapter in our lives." As they wrote alongside their maternity photos, "We're counting down the days and eagerly looking forward to this thrilling new chapter in our lives." From that moment on, fans of the Duggar family knew something special was on the way. After years of watching Jana Duggar as the devoted eldest daughter, the reliable big sister, and the steady presence in a very large family, seeing her finally step into motherhood felt like the closing of one chapter and the beginning of an entirely new one. For a long time, Jana had been the Duggar sibling everyone wondered about. While her younger sisters married, had children, and built families of their own, Jana remained at home, helping raise siblings, managing household responsibilities, and quietly living a life that seemed centered on service rather than romance. She rarely spoke publicly about her personal hopes, and when she did, it was with careful words, never revealing too much. So when news broke in August 2024 that Jana Duggar had married Stephen Wisman, the reaction was immediate. Fans were shocked, emotional, and deeply curious. Who was the man who finally captured the heart of the Duggar daughter many thought might never marry? Stephen Wisman came from a large, faith-centered family himself. Like Jana, he valued tradition, privacy, and family life. Those close to the couple later revealed that their relationship had grown quietly, without publicity, away from cameras and social media. By the time the wedding was announced, they had already built a strong foundation. Jana later admitted that for a long time, she believed marriage might never happen for her. She watched her siblings walk down the aisle, start families, and build new lives, while she remained in a role that often left little room for her own dreams. "I think it is one of those things that all girls envision someday," she said before her wedding. "For me, it felt like, okay, it's never coming." Those words revealed more than many fans had expected. Behind the calm, capable exterior was a woman who had quietly accepted the possibility that her own love story might never arrive. But then, unexpectedly, it did. When she described her wedding day as a dream come true, it wasn't just about the ceremony. It was about a lifetime of waiting, hoping, and finally seeing that hope fulfilled. After their marriage in August 2024, Jana and Steven stepped into married life with the same quiet approach they had always taken. They shared very little online. There were no constant updates, no flashy posts, no attempt to turn their relationship into content. Instead, they chose privacy. And when they announced in 2025 that they were expecting their first child, it came as a gentle surprise rather than a public spectacle. Their maternity photos were simple, warm, and understated. Jana glowed, but there was nothing staged or dramatic about the images. Just a woman, finally embracing a season she once thought might never come. They wrote, "January 2026 is going to come with a little bundle of joy joining our family." At the time, fans assumed the baby would arrive sometime early in the new year. No one expected that their son would arrive before the year even ended. On December 30th, 2025, quietly and without any public announcement, Archie Gerald Wisman was born. No press release, no immediate social media post, just two new parents settling into life with their newborn. It wasn't until January 23rd that Jana and Steven finally shared the news. By then, they had already spent more than 3 weeks adjusting to sleepless nights, feedings, and the overwhelming emotions that come with becoming parents for the first time. "We took some time to settle into our new rhythm before sharing this sweet news," they wrote. That single sentence said a lot. In a world where many celebrities rush to post hospital photos within hours, Jana chose something different. She chose privacy. She chose presence. She chose to live those first fragile days fully before inviting the world in. The photos they shared were intimate and tender. No hospital room, no bright lights, just a softly lit bedroom. A mother in a white dress and beige sweater, holding her son as if she had waited her entire life for this exact moment. A father sitting beside her, smiling with the quiet pride of a man who knows everything has changed forever. And in the final image, the two of them leaning in to kiss their son's head. Not for the camera, but for him. The name they chose, Archie Gerald Wisman, also carried meaning. Simple, traditional, timeless, much like the life they seemed to want for him. The response from the Duggar family was immediate and emotional. Jill wrote, "Ah, he's so cute. Can't wait to meet him." Jessa called him perfect. Jinger said they already loved him so much. For a family that has welcomed so many babies over the years, this one felt different. This was Jana's first. The sister who had helped raise so many children was finally holding her own. For longtime fans, it was a full-circle moment. The woman who once rocked her siblings to sleep was now awake in the middle of the night with a newborn in her arms. And those close to the family say motherhood has changed Jana in the most beautiful way. She is still calm, still gentle, still steady, but now there is a new softness in her, a new purpose, a new kind of love. Friends say she has embraced motherhood with the same dedication she once gave to her family. But this time, it is her family, her child, her life. Steven, too, has stepped naturally into fatherhood. Those who know him describe him as patient, hands-on, and deeply protective. He has taken time away from work to be present in these early weeks, helping with night feedings, changing diapers, learning slowly and imperfectly how to be a dad. And Jana has been open with those close to her about how overwhelming this season has been. Not in a negative way, but in the way that only new parents understand. The fear, the exhaustion, the joy, the feeling that your heart now exists outside your body. For a woman who spent so much of her life caring for others, this is a different kind of care, more vulnerable, more personal, more intense. And perhaps the most meaningful part of this story is not the birth announcement, the photos, or the congratulations. It is the journey that led here. A woman who once believed love might never come. A woman who quietly accepted a future without marriage. A woman who built a life around serving others. And then, later than she ever expected, everything changed. She found love. She built a family. And now she holds a son who will never know the years of waiting that came before him. For Jana Duggar, 2025 did not just end with a new family member. It ended with the fulfillment of a dream she once thought might never come true. And as she begins 2026, not as a sister, not just as a wife, but as a mother, one thing is clear. This is only the beginning of a brand new chapter in her life. A chapter filled with sleepless nights, first smiles, first steps, and a love deeper than anything she has ever known. And fans will be watching, quietly and respectfully, as Jana Duggar steps into the role she waited a lifetime to claim. Jana allowed herself to say no without guilt. Motherhood, unexpectedly, did not confine her. It freed her. Family gatherings changed too. When the Wismans visited the Duggar home, Jana was no longer the one organizing everyone else's children. She was the one whose child was passed gently from arm to arm, admired, protected, celebrated. For the first time, she was not responsible for managing the chaos. She was allowed to simply be present inside it. Michelle watched this with mixed emotions, pride, gratitude, and a subtle sense of loss. For years, Jana had been essential to the functioning of their household. Now she belonged somewhere else, not in a distant way, not in a broken way, but in a way that made it clear that a season had ended. Jana herself felt that ending more clearly than anyone. She did not regret the years she spent at home. She did not resent the responsibilities she carried, but she finally allowed herself to admit that her life had truly begun later than she once hoped, and that was okay. There were moments, late at night, when she wondered what her life might have looked like if love had come earlier, if she had married at 20 instead of 34, if she had built her own family sooner. But those thoughts no longer carried bitterness. They carried understanding. She realized that the woman she was now could never have existed without the woman she had been then. Motherhood continued to reshape her in quiet ways. She became more patient with herself, more forgiving of mistakes, more aware of how fragile and precious each day truly was. She stopped measuring her life by milestones and began measuring it by moments. Stephen, too, changed. He became more thoughtful, more cautious, more intentional. He no longer thought only about providing. He thought about presence, about example, about the man his son would one day look up to. Together, they built a rhythm that belonged only to them. Morning walks, simple meals, evenings spent talking softly while Archie slept between them. No cameras, no audience, just a family learning how to exist. And in that quiet life, Jana found something she had never fully known before: